US Bank Stadium wanted to host the NCAA Final Four. So the challenge was, how do you darken the ceiling?
It's an impossible feat. I mean, it's 275,000 square feet of clear span roof that's 400 feet up in the air. How do you get to it? How do you cover it?
When you first look at it, you think there's no way we're going to be able to get this done in that time frame.
It was 2.5 years that the stadium was looking for a solution. Nobody was crazy enough to take it on.
Everything in our business is deadline driven. It's game time. There's always going to be challenges, but how you work through those and the people that you work through them with, that's where the perfection comes.
If you've been around Blue Media long enough, you understand that we're up for any challenge.
I remember walking in, looking up. There is rafters, sprinklers, cables. How do you gracefully cover this thing? It's huge.
The first time I got up in the catwalk a couple hundred feet off the ground, which isn't my favorite place to be on Earth, the idea just kind of came pretty quickly.
He's like, what if we went above all that? I'm like, outdoor? There's 70-mile-an-hour winds and snow. He's like, no, not outdoor.
There's about an 8 to 9 inch window between the bottom of the bubble of the roof and all the structural members. Whatever solution we came up with had to fly between those 9 inches.
So we started 3D printing and prototyping parts. Piece by piece by piece, we just dismantled the problem.
As we got a little deeper into the project, one of the owners mentioned something about sailing, which turned our mechanical eye towards sailboats, and then I found the keeter feeders that are used on a sailboat.
Each piece of fabric is roughly 10 feet wide and then on average about 300 feet long. And what we're doing is sewing the fabric to this keeter, and then that keeter will fit into that rail, train tracks if you will, and then we'll deploy that down each bay to black out all the light coming in through that ceiling.
So we have about 20 rope access guys, some of the best on the planet. They're not afraid of heights. And then a crew of 6 to 10 ground guys.
No one's ever done it. There's no playbook. You just have to figure it out and go.
And now that we're down to the last week, it's amazing to see the engineering, the planning, everything that's gone on to make sure that this is going to happen.
It's the blocking and tackling, doing what you say you're going to do. It's no longer the client's job. We now own it. And I think that dedication, that crazy dedication, is what clients have to have.